Wrestling has more than one royal family.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy C-Money, and I'm back with another video. And today we have to talk about NXT Gold Rush. NXT Gold Rush last night. But before we get into that, if you didn't see my video yesterday, I mentioned that next week I'm not going to be able to make any videos because I'm going away. But it's all good though, because tomorrow I'm going to upload Money in the Bank predictions, and then I'll be back, like, for that next Sunday. I can make a Money in the Bank review, so stay tuned for that. But just know, though, like, next week, though, like, no Raw reactions, NXT reactions, or SmackDown reactions next week. And then the other thing is that I'm working out as a camp counselor at a 6-week camp this summer, so and again, as I said, like, I was saying, we'll cross this bridge once we get there, but I have like a summer job as a camp counselor for 6 weeks, so I'm not gonna be able, I'll be able to make videos, but just like some days I might not be able to, or like they might be uploaded different days, or and if you want to follow me on Instagram, cmoney3607, I always like post saying that like when I'm gonna upload a video, so follow me on Instagram, cmoney3607. 3607, C-Money, C-Money 3607, but, yeah, so just, like, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I always say, like, when I'm gonna upload a video, or, like, when, so, yeah, so always look there, and, because say we're done at, like, 4:15, I can come, it's, SmackDown reactions is okay, because that's on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday, I make SmackDown reactions, that's on the weekends. But Raw reactions and NXT reactions I make during the week. So I can still upload them. They might just be uploaded different days, or I might have to take a video off. I might not be able to make a video that week or something. It's just because it's my first like actual summer like first real summer job. So just like as I said, we'll cross this bridge once we get there. But just know there might be some changes just for that time. But as I said, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge once we get there. But now we can talk about NXT, because they had this NXT Gold Rush, because last night on NXT we had the NXT North American Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And I think that was it, because then next week it's going to be NXT Championship, NXT Tag Team Championships, and NXT Women's Championship are going to be defended next week. Last night, though, we had the NXT North American Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship defended. So, because for the first time ever, Seth Rollins, first time in a long time, is back on NXT. And remember, Seth Rollins, first ever NXT champion, defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Braun Breaker. So we start off with Wesley and Tyler Bate for the NXT North American Championship, with Mustafa Ali as the special guest referee, which is so weird because it was a good match, but Mustafa Ali is the referee, so he was doing like a fast count when Tyler Bate was pinning Wesley. He did a fast count, and then when Wesley was pinning Tyler Bate, he did a slow count. But then Tyler Bate pinned Wesley again, and he did a slow count. So what? So he did like a slow count for both of them, a fast count for Bate. It was like, what, Mustafa Ali, what are you doing? Like, we knew it was going to be some kind of mind games, but like, why would he do a fast count and then a slow count for both? Like, for both guys? I don't know. And then, he doesn't want the match to end in a count out, so, Wesley gets knocked out of the ring. They have like a double, like they both punch each other in the face on the top rope. Tyler Bate falls in the ring. Wesley falls out of the ring. And Mustafa Ali, he doesn't want the match to end in a count out, so he gets Wesley back up, but then he starts smacking him to get back in the ring, slapping him right in the face. I'm like, bro, just put him back in the ring or just stand him up. You don't have to slap him on the face. Like, what are you doing, Mustafa Ali? So he smacks. They'd be like, get up, get back in the ring. And then Wesley retains the championship against Tyler Bate. And then Mustafa Ali holds up both men's hands and they're like, yeah, let's go. Yeah. And just acting like nothing, just acting chill after that. Like, bro, Mustafa Ali, what was your plan to do? You were acting so weird. And then Gigi Dolan had this little thing about art. It was like this little promo about art. And then Kiana James said how, because next week we're going to have Gigi Dolan versus Kiana James. Kiana James said how, Gigi Dolan can keep swimming in, the ocean of mediocrity. Because, mediocre, so the ocean of mediocre otter. I don't know however she said it, but so basically saying that she's mediocre. Yeah. The Schism is kind of trying to, almost like not breaking up, but because the Dyad are winning, but Joe Gacy is losing, and one guy said, yeah, you're the one who is tearing us down. And he's like, yes, and that's why I gotta figure out what's going on with me, but you guys are doing good. And Ava Rain said, we are 4 roots, 1 tree. We can't let this tree be chopped down by one chop. So, Schism, a little drama. Thea Hale had this pep rally. Chase U at a pep rally for Thea Hale. Thea Hale's only 19 years old, and she could become the youngest NXT Women's Champion. Tiffany Stratton has to come out and ruin it. Then Thea Hale locks Tiffany Stratton in the Kimura lock and breaks her because she's like, you will not tap me out. But then she locks her in the Kimura lock and Tiffany starts tapping. So Thea Hale, thanks to Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak, Thea Hale's become a lot tougher. And then Nathan Fraser confronted Seth Rollins backstage because apparently Seth Rollins was a mentor to Nathan Fraser, he said, but he was saying how he was proud of him. Nathan Fraser, NXT Heritage Cup champion, who's going to defend that next week against Dragon Lee. He offered Dragon Lee the first challenge. Then Carmelo Hayes confronts Seth Rollins backstage. You got the World Heavyweight Champion and the NXT Champion. He starts laughing, and they're joking around with each other and stuff. And Seth Rollins said how how Melo don't miss. Seth said how he doesn't miss either. So he's like, I'll deal with Braun Breaker tonight, and you better take care of Baron Corbin next week. Yeah. So, it's just a cool backstage segment between Seth and Carmelo. And then they had a triple threat number 1 contenders tag team match. Tank Ledger, Hank Walker, Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen, and then I forget their name, Malik Blade and Anof. What's the other guy's name? I don't know, but Malik Blade and this other guy Anof. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. Yeah, Anof something. They won, so they're gonna take on Gallus next week for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo confronted Gallus backstage and said, "You're lucky that we weren't in that match because we would have beat you for the." We would have won and we would have beat you for the titles. And then Gallus are trying to leave. Joe Coffey gets a phone call, and then as the 2 other members of Gallus drive off, Joe Coffey has a phone call. Stax pulls up in a car, beats up Joe Coffey and puts him in the trunk because he thinks that Joe Coffey's the one who ratted out Tony D. So Stax, he kidnapped Joe Coffey. Von Wagner was talking to Mr. Stone about the picture when he was a baby, and with like basically he had like some sort of medical thing where he had like a smaller skull, and they had to, and like it limits brain growth, so like they literally had to cut his skull open ear to ear. And like and they fixed him, but it was like 15 months old, and he had surgeries. And you know, like he had that scar on his head. He was always looked at weirdly, like a monster. So, just sad backstory. But his parents were always there for him, so that was good. Cora Jade defeated Dana Brooke after Dana Brooke like hurt her knee in the match. I don't know. It was like, but Cora Jade won. Then Last Legend and the other girl Jackson defeated Leon and Firas. Is that how I pronounce it? Yeah, Firas in a women's tag match. Baron Corbin and Carmelo Hayes went at it, saying how like Carmelo Hayes said at 26 years old he won the NXT Breakout Tournament. He cashed it in for a title shot. He said, Corbin, at 26 years old, you were getting cut from the Arizona Cardinals. So, shots fired at each other. Corbin saying how, he brought up Happy Corbin. Carmelo Hayes brought up Happy Corbin. Baron Corbin said, that put me like at something $1 million house. And saying that he's gonna beat Carmelo Hayes next week. He's gonna go home. He's gonna have his hot wife bring him like a drink. And he's just gonna sit in his chair and say, it was a good day. So, shots fired between Carmelo Hayes and Baron Corbin. Gable Steveson, because offers Eddie Thorpe any training he wants, because Damon Kempf challenged Eddie Thorpe to a Raw, like an underground match, which is like Raw Underground. Remember that? How it was just a ring, no ropes. It was just a ring, and like how you're like, the only way to win was by submission or TKO. And so Gable Steveson, the American Gold medalist, offered to train Eddie Thorpe. If you wanted to know anything, he offered to help him. And then Rollins and Braun Breaker. Seth Rollins defeats Braun Breaker. He has hurt ribs after Finn Balor attacked him back on Raw. He did a frog splash off the top of the rope through the announce table. Oh God, to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker hit the spear. Seth kicked out. Seth hit a curb stomp. He hit a pedigree. Braun kicked out. Then he hit a curb stomp and another curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins retains the World Heavyweight Championship. And Braun Breaker brought it, though. So Braun Breaker definitely has a future. Definitely. Seth Rollins retains, but then once again, Finn Balor has to attack Seth Rollins from behind. Starts to beat him up. Beat him up. Then he's about to do a coup de grace, but Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams came out and ran Balor off. Hayes and Williams helping out Seth here. But, so again, more between Seth and Finn Balor, because we know Seth Rollins, Finn Balor at Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah. So, but that was it. So that was part 1 of NXT Gold Rush, and then the rest is going to be next week. NXT Championship, NXT Women's Championship, Tag Team Championships, Heritage Cup Championship, all of that is going to be on the line. Guys, but that's it for today. As I said, Money in the Bank predictions will be up tomorrow, and there is going to be no videos next week. Until, as I said, that Sunday where there will be a Money in the Bank review next Sunday. Guys, but that's it. So leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe for more, and C Money is out.